You credit card?
Yes, I am.
You want to go ahead and get your license out too? And you can probably stand right there and be perfect. That way we can keep everybody distanced and. Yeah. Oh, you think you're gonna hurt those signs? All I need is the back. It's in Alabama. I said, what's your first name? You're the shipper.
Yes.
And
Second, and if they're Wednesday by 8 p.m.
Okay.
it will open at 8 p.m.
BLACK, you said? You need to put a phone number or a return address for you?
Sure.
I thought that $25 was. I'm sorry, what is it?
408. That's right, the
Okay.
Birmingham. Okay, it should get a little hard.
Okay, you need to put a phone for you?
Thank you.
All right.
407-212-107.
You made that's Birmingham. What's a good email for you? At Gmail? All right, and who's this going to? Okay.
1202 Stone Drive.
Uh-huh.
The zip is 45103.
And that's, what city is that? I got it. That's a resident, right?
Yes.
You got a phone number for them? Okay. You may email them. All right, and if you would just put it right here on the scale, please. If you want to declare value or worth, you get 100 for free. So
Psychopathy does link psychiatry, medicine, and social issues of criminality.
Wednesday before that,
So maybe that's an understanding of their obsession with medicine.
and I'll do no signature.
Of course, it can be said again and again because, in the face of other people saying it, perhaps a tour de force is responding
45103.
with one's exhaustion and capacity of repetition.
And in just a second, it's 18.
That how you treat people is insane. What world do you live in where your expectation of people is that they're on medication? That specific fact is just a fascinating fact. You approach people in the world talking to them about medication? My conversations about medication have to do with my grandfather when I visited him in high school and he was having heart trouble. It's a close conversation. I was lucky as a teenager that I got to hear about those things. It's half the exciting part of my day then.
Have a good day. We'll get to see your friend. Thank you.
Your concepts of medication are genuinely concerning from a social perspective, from a legal perspective, from a humane perspective, from the perspective of a parent, and from a medical perspective. So I'm tired of talking about principles and common sense and humanity and war and all of that. Let me just talk about medicine. Medication is a very serious thing. In fact, you can go back to Curie and Pasteur in France in the 19th century and their discovery of penicillin, which changed the landscape of medicine and offered really for the first time the idea of medication. Until then, medicine was gross medical practices per the drawing of blood that you see in Moliere's play in the 18th century in France. Doctors were a big deal, and there was an idea of a medical degree since the time of the medieval universities, in which Aquinas and St. Augustine first established parameters of rigorous academic curriculums, which focused on philosophy and secularizing the deep learning of faith. But medicine took a long time, 200 and 300, 400 years, to really be what we know as medicine. In fact, you could say that Pasteur and Curie's discovery of penicillin, which changed the landscape of medicine into the medicine we know today, does correlate with medicine that existed in Greek in ancient times, which of course have a flourishing of thought, culture, and science distinguished and separated from the growth of Western history thereafter and beginning after the crucifixion of Christ.